Whoops. Can you hear me? Oh, what's going on? Hello. Not working. Start over.
Wait, nobody's in here yet?
Nobody's there yet?
Okay, because I was moving my bike because the way the weather is working these days, I just came back. I was using my bike. And just in a matter of the moment that we spent here together, it started raining cats and dogs. And I left. I had the stupidest idea of leaving the helmet sitting right next to the bike, and it got wet.
Oh, ouch. Well, I need to talk to you about your friend John. Okay.
I was moving my bike because the. Tell me.
I need 5 minutes of your time when you get after this is over, or when you have time.
Let's take advantage of the fact that nobody's here.
Okay.
One second. All right, talk to me. What about John?
Starting to rain here as well. Jose has come across. There's a small trucking. Your friend John said he might be interested in getting in the transportation business in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I told him the inflation rate was so high he might want to wait. But there's a small trucking company in Miami who is advertising for people to buy a truck and rent it to them because they don't have enough money to buy more trucks. So I think what they're doing is they've been in business for a long time, but they are trying to expand and just don't have enough money. There's a big demand for their business and shipping, but they don't have enough trucks. So they're just trying to expand by getting someone like Jose to buy a truck and rent it to them, and they will pay him for the truck, and they will maintain the truck, and it will be his truck rented to the company, and they will pay him $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 a month to use the truck.
Okay.
And you can buy a truck for $15,000 down, et cetera, and it costs about probably, $1,000 a month to pay it off in 12 months. So, or, a couple of $1,000, maybe $3,000, whatever they pay you will pay their truck off in a year. So it's a good deal for Jose and as an investment for he and I to maybe buy a truck and let them use it. But my point is, it's a small trucking company. It's been around for quite a while, as many as 15 years. There's such a demand for trucks right now. They're trying to expand, but they don't have enough credit because they're already maxed out. So that's what they're saying. We're going to meet with them next week. So what I'm wondering is if your friend John, who's got plenty of money, might be interested in just buying this company or partnering in with them or doing something with them to expand their business, since he's mining gold and probably has a lot of money and wants to get the trucking business anyway. Would he be interested in talking to a small company that's trying to expand? Are you going to see him before next Wednesday?
Before next Wednesday, I think so.
So maybe you can broach the subject and say, this is just an idea because I haven't talked to them yet.
Yeah, I'm going to tell them that you have this idea, that you know this company, and then that you're going to talk to them. And then if you find out for sure what it is all about and you feel that is a good business, then maybe you can give John through me or give him directly. I can give you the contact, the
No,
information.
you be the middleman, and you get the finder's fee. I'm just going to find out if these guys are interested in a bazillionaire, buying in some interest in the company, maybe
Okay.
becoming part of the company or partnering or buying the whole company or something that could expand their business. I think what they're trying to do is expand, and I can understand why, because there's such a demand for trucks.
Got it.
So they want us to buy a used truck for $60,000 or so and rent it to them, and they'll pay us $5,000 a week, up to, that's the way they put it, up to $5,000 a month to rent it, which would cover if they paid $5,000 a month, we could pay it off in a year. See? So
Okay.
I'll talk to them. It could be a bullshit thing, but it was
Exactly.
on TikTok. But the thing is, they're here in Miami, right down the street in Miami. So we're going to just drive down there, knock on my door, and talk to them about it. Like we're really interested, and see what their deal is. But
Gotcha.
maybe they just need, some a shot in the arm or a partner or something. See? Anyway, it'd be a good way to break into a company without having to worry about the interest rate being so high right now.
Good point. All right, man. That sounds good. Just keep me on the know, and I'll relay the messages, all of them.
Okay, but you be the finder's fee. You be the finder. Okay, this will be your deal. Okay,
Everybody.
okay.
Sounds good to me. In the meantime, what's going on with the stock today? Yesterday it went like 13.
Yes, there's a really good article in the paper 2 days ago on Yahoo. Look up Novan on Yahoo, and right down in the bottom there, it'll be news about it. And there's a really good article which says counting down to January the 5th for Novan. Big fucking deal. And then somebody took that to mean, well, it's only 6 more months, so maybe we should, everybody raise the stock up. And as soon as they did that, all the big boys took profit. They ran up to $1.30 something, and it took a lot of profit. Big guys just they call it shorting. They shorted it, right back down to 115. The same thing happened today, but you may not have noticed it because it happened so quick. It went up to 134 today, and they just jerked it right back down. So they're just taking profit because it's getting closer. It's getting closer to January the 5th. So people are starting to think, well, I'll put more money into it. But as soon as they do, the big guys just short it right back down and take the profit. But they're just jerking it around, running it up, taking profit back down. This is what they've been doing the whole time, but not quite as obvious as last couple of days.
Cool. That sounds cool, man. All right. So here are the people now. We have here Julie. I love the decor in the background. That's very nice. Very sexy room.
Hey, teacher.
What, Julie?
Teacher, creo que tengo problemas con mi internet.
Yes.
Ya voy.
Pay the internet bill, please. Hey, Juanca, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Shaq.
Hello, Wonka.
How are you?
Good. How are you, sir?
Hey, everything is okay. And I also have some problems with the connection, but I'm here right now.
Good.
Here you are, and that's what matters.
Yeah. Exactly. How are
So
you?
what's
How are your day?
All good.
How was your day?
I'm recovering from my trip to Colombia.
Wow, are you coming to USA?
Yeah, I'm back in the USA now, and settling back into normal. My vacation is over.
Oh, okay. So let's go. Let's do this tomorrow. Let's work tomorrow.
Okay.
And also, in my case, I was carry on to my dog. I was carrying. Yeah, no, I was taking Theo to the vet because it was an infection in the ear.
Oh, sorry.
And also the vet really attend him really good. So he take the blood test.
Yeah.
And also he sent him to the laboratory part of the year to discover that is a mushroom. I don't know. It's the same meaning. The same meaning. Fab in English, in Spanish, the mushroom for the infection inside to the hearing. Also,
Okay.
he sent to Tio to antimicótico. I don't know in English.
Antibiotic. Antibiotic. Yeah.
Antibiotic, exactly. So I was starting. I am starting the treatment for
Good.
him to recover him.
Well, good luck. Good luck. I hope it gets
Thank
well.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. Good news about Tio, the dog.
Yeah.
All right.
Not
So
too bad.
we've been reading Seinfeld.
Whoa.
Julie, I haven't sent you the episode because today I was extremely busy, but I promised after the lesson I'll do the due diligence. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Sorry. I apologize and please forgive me. Okay, so remember that the interesting thing about Seinfeld is that is the comedy about nothing.
Yep.
And another interesting fact is that is a comedy that has a lot of sarcasm and they play with language a lot. Okay. So it's going to be all about the mundane, the everyday, the quotidian, the normal, you know, like taking your dog out to the vet, going out for beer, talking to your friends. And then it's going to be about a lot of language playing with language. Okay? And you have to start thinking about the different characters, who they are, how they feel, how they speak. Start to think about it. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting American comedy, probably the most ever, the most viewed TV show of all times in America, I think. I think it still is. I don't know. But it's legendary. It's legendario.
Yep.
And there is an episode called The Secretary. Okay. So let's remember what it is all about. Can you lead us through the opening scene, Chuck? And then you be George and I'll be Jerry this time.
Okay. The exterior of a dry cleaner's. Then inside, where Jerry and George are talking, Jerry is holding a few items, waiting to drop them off to be dry cleaned. George says,
You're George, sorry.
oh, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So I am actually going to have a secretary and I get to do the interview.
Oh, that's incredible. 6 months ago, you were taking messages for your mother.
Yeah, and now someone's going to be taking messages for me.
From your mother.
George,
okay, there's a gag. Okay. Next, if you lead us into it.
George and Jerry turn and move closer to the counter as a few customers leave the store.
And so Jerry says, so this woman you plan on hiring, is she going to be in the spokesmodel category?
Sure, I could go to the tomato route, but I've given this a lot of thought, Jerry. All that frustration, I'll never get any work done. So I'm going to do a complete 360. I'm going for the total efficiency and ability.
That's a 180, George.
Whatever.
There you go. Okay, up to here. Hasta aquí venimos, ¿cierto?
Yep.
Okay. Hasta ahí, preguntas o algo que todavía no esté firme en sus mentes. Something that you're just kind of doubtful about. or you don't know exactly what it means, or you don't understand the use of something?
What is the tomato root?
This is
root?
something that is made up. This is made up. This is not an actual expression.
Okay, it's something obviously.
Yeah. If I would go the obvious way, I would hire the beautiful secretary. The spokesmodel is the bombshell of a secretary, the drop dead gorgeous secretary, the beautiful, the hot secretary.
Okay.
That would be the obvious thing. Yeah. What do you think? I'm different? No. If I were going to hire a secretary, I want a beautiful secretary, right, Julie? Yeah, of course.
Yes.
It's typical man thinking. A man thinks that way. But this time, George wants to be different. And good for George. It's very sophisticated that a man thinks, no, I prefer efficiency, not looks. What do you think, Julie? Julie approves. Julie probably doesn't believe me. All right. I'm picking on you, Julie. Te la estoy montando. I'm picking on you because you're the only woman. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. All right.
We are no. What is the mayoría?
We are the majority. Yes.
Majority here.
Yes. Sorry, Julie, but it's well-meaning. Es con buena intención.
Okay, don't worry.
Okay, then Chuck, if you can walk us into the next scene.
Jerry turns and walks up to the counter. George wanders about in the lobby area.
Hi, Willie. And Juan Carlos is Willie.
Hey, Jerry.
I got this stuff in my mother's fur coat for storage.
What are you doing with it?
She keeps it in my apartment for when she comes up from Florida. And Julie is Donna.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Jerry. You know my wife, Donna?
Yeah, that's why I said hi. That's it.
Don smiles and walks away.
Okay. Hey, nice jacket.
Thanks. Houndstooth.
Whoa, this is beauty. That cut is probably very flattering.
Oh, yeah. It really accentuates my bust line. And that's it. Hey, here's Diego. Diego's here. Diego is a new candidate to enter this group. Yay! Welcome, Diego.
Hola.
Hello, people. How are you?
Oh,
Hello, welcome.
Diego. So here is Fabian or Fabes, Chuck Cherry. You can call him Chuck. Charles' iPhone is Chuck Cherry or Chuck, Juanca, and Julie. And we're more, only that is Friday and people probably are partying or something.
Okay, no problem. Can you see me? Yeah.
Very well.
Very good.
Okay, no problem.
So right now we're reading the script of a TV show that you can watch on Netflix. The name of the TV show is Seinfeld. Okay. And this is season 6, episode 9. And I'll share with you right now this script so you can have it. Okay. And give me just 1 second, Diego. 1 second. And right there.
Today I am see only because
Sure.
I need to learn about the methodology and
Problem. But if you
okay.
feel that you want to participate, no problem either. Just you decided.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so we are here. Okay,
New scene. New scene.
new scene. Chuck, lead us into it, please.
daylight exterior shot of Yankee Stadium. Then to George Constanza's office where he is interviewing an attractive applicant for his secretary job.
Okay, so pay attention. Here is the big test for George. He is interviewing an attractive applicant.
Okay.
Attractive, as in beautiful, right? Gorgeous, you know, spectacular. Let's see what happens. Julie, you'll be the applicant, and Chuck, you're George, obviously.
Okay.
Well, I talk about 90 words a minute. I'm completely well versed in all IBM and Macintosh program.
Looking over. Well, Miss Coggins, you're obviously qualified for the job. You've all the necessary skills and experience, but you're extremely attractive. You're gorgeous. I'm looking at you. I can't even remember my name. So I'm afraid this is not going to work out.
Ooh.
He crumples. Thanks for coming in.
Uh-huh. Crumples is he rolls it up into a ball or screws it up into a ball and throws it out. The resume. Everybody knows what a resume is, right?
Right.
CV,
curriculum vitae, right?
CV, yeah.
Resume is more common in America. Resume. Remember, is resume. Not resume, not resume. No, it's resume. Resume. Okay.
What is that? What does it mean? Resume?
CV, curriculum vitae. You know what that is? Hoja de vida.
Explain that one. What's the Spanish word for that?
Hoja de vida.
Curriculum.
Life sheet. Hoja de vida. Okay.
Life of life.
I have a question.
Life live.
Yes, sir. What is it, Diego?
Teacher, can I use for this word curriculum vitae?
Yes, but it's not very common.
Okay, resume
Yeah.
is most common. Yeah,
It's more common. Yes. Resume. May.
May.
resume. Thank you.
Chuck,
French word.
do you ever use curriculum vitae? You?
No, it's a resume.
Resume. Yeah. Chuck is nuestro verificador. He's the verifier. Con él verificamos. Chuck, no.
Sure.
Si Chuck no
Thank
lo
you,
sabe,
Jack.
no lo sabe nadie. Nobody knows it. Right, Chuck?
Yeah, it could be used. It's just very, very formal, but only if you're applying to maybe to be a Catholic priest or something, because it's Latin.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here we have a couple of you know, like the qualifications of the secretary. Everything here checks in your mind. Do you understand what it means? Macintosh is the old name for Mac, right?
Yep.
For Mac computers. Macintosh programs, okay. 90 words a minute, not very impressive, but pretty good. What is type? Type is, what is that?
Digital.
Type is using your 10 fingers to input text. Not this. No, this is called pick and pick. Pick and pick.
Mecanografía.
FBA.
Chuzo le llama pick and peck. Como una gallina, peck.
FBA style.
Así sea con tres. Que hay gente que es que. Or 4. No, it's 5, 10. Yeah, that's typing. Okay. Well versed. I like this. Well versed in. What is that?
Fluency, maybe. Expand vocabulary, fluency, and wide expression.
Wide, ample, fluent, expert.
Okay.
Well versed.
Could you hear me? Fab?
Yes.
Could you hear me, or you need when I go?
Drop it. Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
You can drop it. You can move your hands. Okay. Then George looks over the resume. Yeah. And then
Mira.
he determines, obviously qualified, right? For, qualified for. Pay attention to the use of prepositions. And here normally you would think, oh, you have, yes. When people talk, they normally, they compact everything. So you've all the necessary skills and experience. Meaning you have.
In this case, both words have a linking. You've all.
You've all the, yeah, sure. You've all.
Okay.
You have all the necessary skills and experience. But here's the big but. And here's what he says. This is very interesting. You're extremely attractive. Yeah. You're gorgeous. What is gorgeous? Extremely attractive is another way. It's the same. Yeah. Mwah. Extremely attractive, gorgeous, the same thing.
Okay.
And now he goes even further. He takes it further and says, I can't even remember my name. This is incredible, right? This is, I mean, Julie, if some man says this to you, what do you think?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Wow.
Good, good. I like you very much now.
No, no,
Okay, so pay attention to his conclusion. Not going to work out. What's the meaning of workout here?
No va a funcionar.
No va a funcionar.
Sure.
No
It's not going
function.
to work out. It's not going to work out. Es cuando algo está destinado al fracaso. It's not going to work. You can say it's not going to work or it's not going to work out. Now, if you ask me why you have to use out and you don't like it, if you don't like it, talk to Chuck.
Don't use it.
If you have a complaint, talk to Chuck. The thing with Americans, for example, is that they listen to, understanding, and even crave. You understand what crave is? Tienen cierto apetito. Crave rhythm. Ellos tienen cierto apetito por el ritmo. Entonces, ese extra beat, ese extra golpe ahí de voz, workout, casi que finaliza todo muy bien. El work lo deja ahí como en el limbo, ¿cierto? Not gonna work. Out. Lo finaliza. Es como ese beat, ese extra. Muchas palabras en inglés, many words in English, phrasal verbs, operate just like that. They don't mean anything extra. They just add that extra beat. For example, when I say, you need to clean this. But when you say, you need to clean up this, you need to clean this up. It finalizes it with a nice touch of an extra beat. It's rhythm. Rhythm, that's what Americans hear. So what's the difference, you ask me? What's the difference between clean and clean up? Clean up is better? No, clean and clean up is the same thing. But they prefer to say clean up because it's final, it's good, it's got gravity, it's got poise. I'm getting too philosophical. But yes, it's that. Is that correct or incorrect, Chuck?
You're absolutely right.
It's just for American accent?
No. What do you think,
Not
Chuck?
necessarily.
No, it's just for the rhythm. The rhythm is just what we say. It's just cultural picadillo.
Australian, Jamaican.
Sure.
It's just natural for us.
South African.
South African, New Zealanders, Australians, Scottish.
Fiji Island.
Maybe.
Fiji Island.
Fiji Islands.
Yeah, sure.
Nobody works out there. No, it's just natural cultural thing.
Okay.
So it's not going to work out because she's gorgeous. Remember the pronunciation of this word? Gorgeous.
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 Yes.
Gorgeous.
I know it.
Gorgeous.
I know this is something that kind of challenges the mind of a Latino. Because you are like, o, u, what happened? Nothing happened. It's very simple. If a syllable doesn't have any stress or acento, it doesn't matter. Look at this. Just. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
The same way
Gorgeous.
with dangerous.
Dangerous. Dangerous. Look at my eyes. Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Gorgeous. Yeah. Remember that English is also, because of the rhythm, English also has an appetite, un apetito, an appetite for contrasts. So you give all your energy in gore, and then you take it back with just. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Tata.
Tata.
Wow.
Okay.
With the documentary.
Wait.
Giving an overtalk.
They are.
Right.
Because there's
Who was
voice in
the
the background.
TV near? Who was the TV close? Him close. There.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, so I like this. Yeah, good. Let's continue. Crumples, right? Crumples. New word. Into a ball. Okay. And Chuck, walk us through the next scene.
The camera is now back on the applicant's seat, but another, even more attractive woman is seated there.
Okay. So again, George is Chuck and the applicant is Julie.
You're luscious. You're ravishing. I would give up red meat just to get a glimpse of you in a bra. I'm terribly, terribly sorry.
And the applicant doesn't have a chance to say anything, doesn't get a chance. So what do they do?
Okay. Both George and the applicant, attractive female applicant, stand up as George reaches across the desk and shakes her hand for coming in. A very plain-looking applicant now sits across from George.
Okay, let's hold on to that for a second.
Question. Lucius, ravishing.
What do you think it is? What do you think?
No, it's a compliment. It's a compliment for the woman, but what is the meaning?
The exact meaning, luscious. What is luscious, Chuck?
Oh, I don't know. It's just another extravagant, ravishing, beautiful word for beautiful, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so hard.
In the Caribbean Sea, mention bojito.
Bojito, right? Luscious.
Right.
And you're ravishing.
Ravishing.
However, the thing with luscious and ravishing is that it's very, very much physical. So it has a tendency to the sexual. To the sexual. Okay.
Tarrao. Tarrao.
She's very hot. Un tarrao, sí.
Arousing. Yeah. That's a good word.
Eso. O sea, como que despierta en ti el deseo animal. Arousing. So we have luscious and ravishing, son un poco más físicos y podrían bordear. Si tú le dices a una mujer en estos momentos, en Estados Unidos, it's called sexual harassment, I think.
Okay.
No, I couldn't. No. If you say this to a woman during an interview, this could be categorized as some kind of inappropriate behavior that could become.
No, but in a formal interview, it's complicated.
It's a little strong, a little bit stronger than before.
It's very strong and very physical and very sexual. I mean, if you say that somebody's gorgeous or beautiful, it's fine. Yeah. It's not appropriate, but it's fine. But when you say luscious and ravishing, it's a little bit more sexual. Got it? And this is what is funny. Look at this.
The same to say that you are hot.
Yeah. But the funny part is next.
I would give up red meat just to get a glimpse of you in a bra.
Wow. Who can translate that? ¿Quién lo puede traducir?
No, pero si no lo ha logrado entender. Sé que habla como de un trozo de carne sobre el bra de ella, pero no la he logrado.
Yo sabía que glimpse of you is fijación. It's a look at.
Es una mirada. Un vistazo.
Okay. Es como perderse, me pierdo al leer en tu escote, alguna cosa así.
Dice ahí exactamente, yo dejaría de comer carne roja con tal de tener un vistazo por un segundo de tu brasier.
Wow.
O sea, por verte en brasieres, por un instante, dejaría de comer de por vida carne roja.
Oh,
Julie,
Oh my God.
you became a vegetarian
You
people.
become a, you become a vegan. If you can see at her for 1 second in a bra, porque glimpse es muy descriptivo, es más corto que look, es como muy rápido, un vistazo rápido, fugaz, glimpse.
Julie, you are the miracle woman.
Wonder Woman, yes, and this is, again, according to Julie,
Yeah, I would give
bullshit.
red meat just to get a glimpse of you in a bra. Wow.
Exactly. Pay attention to give up. No more for me. No more. That's it. Give up. Okay? And pay attention. You can give up something. Okay? You can give up something. Meaning stop eating, drinking, whatever. You can give up cigarettes. You can give up video games. You can give up red meat. Very interesting.
And different with give up, with leave or quit.
Quit's the same, but quit, not quit meat, maybe, I don't know. What do you think, Chuck? Would you say I would like to quit meat, maybe?
More give up than quit.
But they mean the same.
Yes.
It's only that remember that there are two things that we need to pay attention to. The meaning is the same, but the use is not necessarily the same. It doesn't apply equally in all contexts. Yeah.
You quit drinking.
You quit your job, you quit drinking, but you don't quit red meat, really. You don't quit repollo, you don't quit soups. You don't quit malteada, maybe. There you go. So it's a matter of use, Juanca. All right, and then he says, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. Terribly sorry, yes. And now, a plain looking. What is plain looking? Normal. Plain looking is normal. If you describe a person as plain, it's like nothing special.
Ordinary woman.
I mean, like a normal woman, right?
No, but not ugly, just plain.
Plain is not ugly, it's just nothing spectacular, nothing. This is the plain woman, by the way, right here.
Yeah, good point.
More or less like Betty la Fea, ¿cierto? Que arreglada debe ser diferente, pero Betty la Fea, so plain. Eso es plain.
And she has a red hair, and it's a race complex into Anglo speaker people.
Yeah, redheads.
Yep.
Redheads. What's that about redheads? Are they what? What about redheads, Chuck? What is your opinion of redheads? What is the common assumption of redheads, about redheads?
Normalmente, they are rare and usually feisty because they come from Ireland a lot. So they have a quick temper sometimes, and they are different. So sometimes they get teased when they're young, and as they grow up, they get tougher and more aggressive, loudmouth, defensive.
Can they be, besides feisty, can they be more attractive because they're different? So there are people that like
Yes.
them?
Some people like them more because they're different. Yes. It's a personal preference.
Feisty es como intensas. Yeah. But definitely when they're little, when they're in school, they get bullied a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Ada and George.
And it's normal to say that the redhead is a ugly person, or
When you're a kid,
Is a normal beauty concept for American people?
Not necessarily. I think it's the blonde and the brunette.
Yes, redheads are rare. But
You're just-
you wouldn't normally give up red meat to see them in a bra.
Well, you like that?
I do.
You want to remember? Are you making notes?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So here
Print
is,
screen. Print screen.
was that Yeah.
I take a photo, a screen, the screen.
screen capture,
Screenshot.
screenshot? Now pay attention. Julie, you're Ada, and George, Chuck.
Okay.
As you can see, my references are impeccable. I think I do realize it here. My only concern is I do take care of my mother, so will there be many late nights?
I can't imagine.
Okay. Any questions?
Yeah.
Can't hear you. Your microphone is kind of. Woo, 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 woo.
Is I can't imagine.
Much better?
I think it's the echo in the room, maybe.
Yeah, it's the echo teacher. The pronouns of impeccable.
Oh, yeah. Please, Master Chuck, can you pronounce that word again?
Impeccable.
Impeccable. Yes. Same as in Spanish. Perfect.
Asset.
And this one,
Asset.
asset. Asset
what is the
is similar
meaning?
to value. Value, real value. I could bring real value to the company.
I would be a real valuable person.
Any other questions? No?
I can't imagine is sarcastic.
This is
Yes, teacher. The word across.
the word.
What?
Across?
Yeah.
Where is that?
What is?
Oh, right here?
Number 1.
Right here?
Yeah.
To, reach over to the other side.
Okay.
Across. There's a space between us, the table or the desk, and I reach across to the other side to shake your hand. Got it?
I go across the street.
Or you cross the street or go across the street. All right, so pay attention to the use of would. I would is to indicate that this is your assumption. This is what you believe. It's a hypothesis. Okay.
What is the linking with be?
I'd be.
Always. I'd be.
I think I'd be.
I think I'd be a real asset here.
Yeah.
My only concern is.
My only concern is my only preoccupation.
Yeah. I can't imagine. What is the intonation for the sarcastic tone in this case?
What do you think, Chuck?
What would be?
I think it would be more in the face. I can't imagine. Like that. I can't imagine. You know?
Impro theater is
Exactly.
marvelous.
It's working. It's working. It's good.
It's working a lot.
It's a good investment. Okay. What is the meaning of do? Why is that there? It's not a question. It's not a negative. Why do we say do? Emphasis. In Spanish, que yo sí cuido a mi mamá.
Okay.
Yo sí cuido a mi mamá. Ese sí enfático to reaffirm something is I do take care of my mother. Yeah, to emphasize, to declare with emphasis. And here is Liana Regina Charlton. Chuck's replacement.
Good. I can go
Liana,
next.
there's a new member, is Diego. Diego is a new member. Meet Diego. Diego, where are you from, buddy?
I'm from Apartado, but I live in Palmira, Valle del Cauca.
Oh, with Juan
You're
Carlos.
close.
Juan Carlos lives in Palmira.
You're close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Juan Carlos.
Neighbors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Together
buddy.
to drink beer and practice English.
yeah.
Wow.
Bueno, that's
We
it
can
idea.
create the what is the web page for the meeting? You recommend every time, Pap.
What do you mean?
The page, the community. Ah,
Maybe meetup or couch surfing or what?
couch surfing. Exactly. We can make a couch surfing here.
Exactly, yeah. You know, like bring people in. I'm sure there are many people in Palmira that want to practice. All right, so yes, I was saying I do take care of my mother, as in pay attention, this is important. I do take care of my mother. And so the question is, so will there be many late nights? Many. So it's a problem is many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in a month is okay. But more than that is many. Late nights. You understand late nights? Working until what? 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
Um,
And then George is like, I can't imagine. Sarcasm again. And so he goes for the plain secretary, this one. This one is his selection, his choice, because the others are gorgeous, ravishing, attractive, luscious. He could give up red meat to catch a glimpse of them in a bra. That's what he says there, Liana. I'm not.
I was like, what?
I'm not. Liana is out of context. She said, "Oh my God, Fabian, I didn't know. You're such an imaginary pervert." Yeah, he says right there. Let me show you. Boom, bidi, boom, bidi, boom, bidi, boom, ba, da, 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 da. See it right there? I
Oh, okay.
have read me just to get a glimpse of you in a bra. Is what yours says. Obviously, it's because it's a TV show, and that's what's funny. If you say that in real life, you get in trouble. More so,
Yeah, probably.
probably, most likely, yeah. And so, yeah. So George now has a new secretary. New scene. New scene. Liana, can you walk us into the new scene, please?
Exterior shot of Jerry's apartment. Then inside where Elaine is holding a garment bag and talking with Jerry.
Okay, so we're gonna meet Jerry and Elaine at Jerry's apartment. Pay attention. Jerry's apartment is one of the studio sets that you're going to see often and often and often and often, pretty often during the whole series. Is one of the most important places in the TV series. Okay. So this time, Elaine is going to be Liana, and Chuck is going to be Jerry.
Okay, so Barney's is having this huge sale. I tried this dress on. Holds the garment bag out towards Jerry. Stunning, stunning. I couldn't take my eyes off myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I put it on at home. It looks like I'm carrying twins.
So you're saying store hotsy totsy, home hotsy nazi.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I got to go over there and return it.
I thought we were going to go to the movies.
All right, I'll try it on again and you tell me what you think.
Go ahead.
Bad idea.
Interesting, interesting. Okay. I like this. This conversation is pretty nice, pretty exciting. Barney's is like what? In Colombia, I'm thinking. It's
Sarah,
Nasty.
Sarah, maybe.
okay, imagine that you have Falabella. Do you know Falabella, people?
Yep.
Okay, but imagine that Falabella is maybe like a 3-point in a scale of 1 to 10, and maybe Barney's is like an 8. Falabella is 3 and Barney's is 8 on a scale of 1 to 10.
So it's exclusive store.
More sophisticated, more exclusive.
More
You know, like I wouldn't have enough money to shop at Barney's. Maybe
Estudio
Jack
F,
and Liana, but this banana person, no. In fact, they would be looking at me like suspiciously. They'll be following. All right. So Barney's having this huge sale. You understand that? You understand this? Having this huge sale.
¿Un gran remate?
Eso, como un remate, una super promoción. This huge sale. Remember that the use of this adds drama. If you put the normal, a huge sale, nah. And right there, you have the effervescence of Coca-Cola. Okay? All right? Agua panela, Coca-Cola. Got it?
Es como decir, tienen la promoción.
Tenían una super, this huge sale. And you understand this, right? Try on is a phrasal verb. What is that?
Wearing. No.
Wear it, put it on,
Put it
to
on.
look at. Maybe you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh. Or you are like, ugh. Yeah, that's to try on. Because sometimes you look at the size and it's your size. It's like M, L, S, whatever. You put it on and you look like a sack of milk. Se le pone uno y parece una bolsa de leche. Y uno jura que, ay, sí me sirve. Se la pone uno, terrible, un bolis, right? Un bonais. So just for you to know. A popsicle. You look like a popsicle. Anyway, so holds out. Right there, like this. The garment. What is garment? A piece of clothing. It's a garment. Holds the garment bag out towards Jerry, in the direction of Jerry, and says this. What do you think that is? I'm going to act it.
Yeah. Marvelous. It's amazing. It's
Exactly. Stunning is like you can move. You're like,
Oh my God.
exactly.
Anonadada.
goodness.
Exactly. Es, te quedaste anonadada. Stunning.
Oh my God.
Now pay attention to something. If I change this to this, it's different. Stunned describes your feeling. Stunning with ing describes the way something makes you feel. So stunning has an impact on you. Stunned is the way you feel, the impact in you. Okay? So stunning the dress, right? Yes. And then this.
Can't believe.
Yeah, and you couldn't
Puede
stop,
estar de los ojos encima.
you couldn't stop looking. You're like, and you look and you look and you look and you can't take your eyes off of you. You have to look and look. You're like, wow. Yeah. And Jerry, this is sarcasm. Sarcasm. Remember, Jerry is super sarcastic. Yeah? And then Elaine says, and then I put it on at home. Okay? Then I put it on at home. And this is the joke right here. It looks like I'm carrying twins. What is that? How do you translate this into Spanish for Chuck? ¿Quién me lo traduce para Chuck?
Como si estuviera embarazada de gemelos.
De gemelos. Me veía como que, o me hacía ver como que estuviera embarazada o preñada con gemelos. Twins. A big belly. Gorda, right? And here is the play with language. Aquí está el juego con palabras. Store your hat. Hat. Mwah. And house, not. Yes? So you're saying store hatsy tatsy, home hatsy natsy. Play with words. And then Elaine says, yeah, exactly. And remember, this is sarcasm too. Okay. And Elaine accepts and says, yeah, exactly. And then changes the conversation. Anyway, is to change the conversation. Turn the page. I gotta go over there and return it. Obvious. And then Jerry says, I thought we were gonna have movies. And then she said, all right. I'll try it on again and you tell me what you think. Jerry says, go ahead. Because Jerry is mean. Jerry is descarado. Para gozársela, seguro. To laugh. Para reírse, no more. And Liana, can you walk us into the next, please, scene?
Okay. She turns and goes into the bedroom to change clothes. George enters.
And then George enters. Okay. So we have here George Lane, Jerry, George Lane. Okay. I tell you what, Chuck is going to be George. Eddie is going to be Jerry. And Elaine is going to be Liana. Okay. Again, Chuck is George. Jerry is Eddie. And Elaine is Liana. Let's do it.
Hey, hey.
Hey, George.
Hey, Elaine. George hangs up his raincoat. I am telling you, Jerry, having a secretary is incredible. Clap, clap, clap. I don't know why I didn't have one before.
Jerry.
Because you didn't have a job.
A question. Because you didn't have a job? Remember, sarcastic.
Perhaps. I walk in, everything is organized, messages, appointments. I can't tell you how proud I am of myself for going with Ada.
Laser man wouldn't be crumbled. They will be gone for the dish, and the surefire sexual harassment suit.
Harassment suit. Harassment.
Hazmat.
There you go. Okay. Language.
Hey, hey.
Hey. Any questions there? Normal way of introducing something that you're excited about. I'm telling you, man. Normal way. Like in Paisa. Uy, parce. Tener una secretaria es una cuca. Right? I'm telling you, Jerry.
Pooey Parsi.
It's incredible. Claps
Pooey,
hands.
Pooey Parsi.
Was that?
Pooey Parsi? Is that right?
Sisas Parsi.
Jesus. Okay.
I don't know. Why didn't have one before? And then sarcasm. Remember, sarcasm is everything Gary is going to do all the time, sarcasm. So it's a question and it's not a question. Because you didn't have a secretary? And George has to accept and say, yeah, perhaps. What's perhaps? Does anybody know?
Tal vez,
Por ahora.
Tal vez, quizás, de pronto.
quizás.
Yeah, perhaps the same as maybe. Maybe. Equal. Nervous sometimes. Perhaps. And he explains his day. Walk in, I walk in. Look at these messages, appointments. I'm proud. Proud. What is proud? Orgulloso. Orgulloso of myself for going with Ada, the plain-looking secretary. And Jerry, again, is going to be sarcastic. Can you read what Jerry says again, please, Chuck, right here?
A lesser man would have crumbled. They would have gone for the dish and the surefire sexual harassment suit.
Does anybody know what a suit is? In Spanish, suit. Liana, do you know? Chuck, do you know what a suit is?
This queer?
No.
Demanda.
Una demanda.
Oh, I knew that. Yes, I knew that.
Una demanda. ¿De qué tipo? What kind? Sexual harassment.
Acoso.
Acoso. Muy bien. Sabe de eso mucho. Kidding, just kidding, Julia. Just kidding. Acoso sexual. Sexual harassment. Ya saben qué es. A surefire. Seguro. Surefire. What is the fire doing there? Extra word, extra drama. Surefire sexual harassment suit.
And what does it mean, lesser?
A lesser. Un hombre de menor estatura, un hombre que fuera mucho menos que tú. Alguien menos hombre. A lesser man. Would have crumbled. Se hubiera derrumbado. O sea, hubiera contratado a la linda. Would have crumbled. Would have gone for the dish. For the dessert. Y ahí fue. Oh, okay. Elaine is back. Diana, can you read that intro to the next scene?
Elaine walks back into the living room, modeling the dress, arms extended straight out from her sides, elbows bent, with the look on her face that says, huh, what do you think? She walks towards Jerry and George. Or George and Jerry.
So she asks, what do you think? And she's wearing the dress. What do you think is going to happen?
She's going to be pissed off. They're going to say something mean.
Say something mean. What is mean? Le van a decir cosas descaradas. Van a ser descarados con ella. They're going to say something mean and she's going to be offended. Yeah.
Sarcasm.
Right there. So we have Jerry, Elaine, Jerry, George. All right. Okay, Eddie, you're Jerry. Elaine, Liana, and George is Chuck. Jerry. Eddie.
It's a
All right. Throws arms down. You answered it right there.
You got no weights in that team.
Your arms look like something hanging in a kosher deli.
I said, all right.
Well, what'd you buy it for?
Why did I buy it? Because in the mirror at Barney's, I looked fabulous. This woman who was just walking by said I looked like Demi Moore in Indecent Proposal.
How fast was she walking?
And there is the sarcasm. Okay. All right. So Jerry says, and he doesn't finish. It's a little, right? And then Elaine and shoots back. All right. You know, like that's it. Stop it. Don't say it. Shut up. All right. You answered it right there. And then Jerry goes for the kill. A matarla. Yeah. Got no waist. What's the meaning of that? You look like a bolsa de leche, right? No waist is no sin cintura. Esta es la cintura. You got no waist in that thing. Parece una bolsa de leche. One second. You see, that's what men do in households. I have to open this for Juanita. We open jars, and if we're men, yeah, I don't want to let down my Juanita. Yeah. Can you say hi? Come here, say hi. This is Juanita. She's 8 and she's my princess.
Jack.
There's Jack.
Hi.
You know, Liana, look, Liana, she's going to come to Colombia next week and you're going to meet Liana. You have to practice your English to meet Liana. Que ella no habla español. Poquito. Just kidding, Liana. I know that you do, but I don't want
You know,
All right. So this is interesting. You got no waste in that thing. Pareces una bolsa de leche, diría yo en español mío. All right. Yeah. And then George continues going at it. Yeah. What is a kosher deli, by the way? It's just a deli. What does a deli sell? ¿Qué se vende en un deli?
Coke.
Salchichón, salami, mortadela, pechuga de pavo en rodajas, pernil de cerdo.
Okay.
Eso, que los brazos de ella parece algo que estuviera colgado en un deli. Terrible, right?
What is kosher?
What is kosher?
Oh yeah, what is kosher? That's a good question for people like Chuck. Chuck, you know what kosher is, yeah?
Yes, I do. You want
What
to
is it?
know?
Yeah, please.
It means that the food in the deli has been blessed by a Jewish
Rabbi.
preacher, rabbi.
Yeah. And you know what? It's better. I don't know how they do it. It's a miracle. They used to have here in my town, there was a butchery. Yeah. And they had a fridge. Do you remember, Chuck?
I do.
There was a fridge.
It's
And they had kosher meat, kosher beef. O sea, beef que lo bendecía un rabbi. Sí, es comida judía. O sea, es bendito. Y lo chistoso es que yo iba allá y decía que me lo partieran. Y ellos me decían, ¿en esta misma tabla? Yo, sí. Porque estaba untada de sangre de carne que no era bendita. Yeah.
De hecho, esa es una certificación que se tiene a nivel mundial para los alimentos. En los barrios de los yogures aparece también la kosher.
Sí, eso es cuando uno es judío y es creyente y todo esto, ¿cierto? But I used to buy this meat because it was fantastic. O sea, uno la hacía hacia la plancha y no necesitaba cuchillo, le hacía así y la comía por pedacitos. No, wow.
Expensive?
Delicate, expensive as hell.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Probably going to hell too. Don't worry. So, expensive, but so tender. O sea, básicamente se deshacía esa carne en la boca. It's unbelievable. And I don't know if it's because it's kosher or what, but I loved it. But I guess they got they caught wind of me there and they took the fridge away.
Yeah.
Never again. And when I asked, where's the kosher meat?
You heathen.
Ya no. Se lo quitaron, compañero. Me? Oh, what? Oh my God. No more kosher meat for me. Anyway, so This is interesting. I mean, like these guys are very mean. Muy descarados. Look at that.
What'd you buy it for? What'd you buy it for?
What's the meaning of this? What you? What is that? What you?
What did you?
What did you? What did you? What you buy it for? Yeah, ¿para qué lo compraste entonces? Right?
You know what you mean.
Know what you mean, yeah. And then she explains, because in the mirror at Barney's, I looked. Yeah.
Huh.
And even pay attention, this woman who was just walking by said I look like Demi Moore in Indecent Proposal. And then Jerry kills her again. How fast was she walking? ¿Qué tan rápido iba? It's just crazy. Elaine, please, Liana, can you read this for us, Elaine?
Elaine heads for the bedroom to change out of the dress, turns and looks at Jerry.
Damn it. Oh.
Something interesting, really cool. Here, you are inside of your clothes in English. Pay attention. Hay una cosa interesante entre los idiomas y es que la metáfora es la guía o el hilo conductor para cómo se habla, cómo se construyen los idiomas. Y la metáfora parte de la experiencia. Solamente que las experiencias, aunque son iguales o equivalentes, no son miradas desde la misma perspectiva. En inglés, uno está dentro de la ropa. En español, la ropa está sobre uno. Uno se pone la ropa encima. Mientras que en inglés no se mete dentro de la ropa. It's crazy, right? You get into your dress or you get out of your dress. Te metes dentro o te sales afuera. Pero no lo pensamos así en español, sino que uno se lo pone y se lo quita. ¿Sí? So it's interesting. Por eso uno en español dice, hey, ¿quién es Diego? Ah, el man con la camisa verde, con. ¿Sí? And in English, the guy in the green shirt, in. So it's different. And that's why she changes out of the dress. Turns and looks at Jerry. Okay. And let's finalize with this one. We have George, Jerry, George, Jerry. Okay, let's have George is Eddie. Eddie, you're George, and Jerry, Chuck.
Okay. You didn't explain that first one. Demi and Demi.
Yeah, so maybe, but I've seen the episode. So it's the me.
The
So
me? The me? I thought it was the me.
I thought it was
Demi.
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 Yeah, the me.
No, I think it's Demi.
Yeah.
Really? I never hear of semi-tractor trailer.
Exactly. Semi.
Jerry Knott's a Greek man.
Elaine walks back in, still in the dress. And Elaine, Liana says,
Wait a minute. I know what's going on here. Skinny mirrors. She pushes George and Jerry in their chest with their arms extended. They recoil with surprise.
What?
Skinny mirrors. Barney's has skinny mirrors that they make you look like you're 10 pounds lighter.
Oh, you're crazy.
Am I? Hands on hips. Do you think I would have bought this dress if I looked like this at Barney's?
and then they say,
To Jerry, as Jerry nods in agreement. You know, I think she may have something there.
yeah, I think she's right. She may have something there. I think she's right. The same as I think she's right. She may have something there. Okay, an expression to be right. For example, instead of saying you're right, you may have something there. I mean, the same you're right, but without so much certainty, and you kind of, yeah, I think so. You may have something there. Yo creo que estás en lo cierto. Okay. And then the person that we haven't met yet, the crazy guy, Kramer. Yeah. Look at this. Kramer enters seeing Elaine. His head and upper body lurch backwards because that's typical of this guy. This guy has very spastic reactions. So he goes like this, like that. You know, he's scared, obviously. That is to lurch, okay? To lurch backwards. And Kramer says, okay, who's going to be Kramer? Juanca, you're Kramer. Kramer is Juanca. Elaine is Liana. Jerry is Chuck. I think that's it. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Kramer is Juanca.
Wow, wow. What are you dressed up for?
I'm returning the stress to Barty's.
Good idea.
Do it tomorrow. We'll go to the movies.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, look, if you're going there, maybe you could pick me up some of these super hydrating. It's a total protection moisturizer with UVA. Yeah.
Moisturizer? That's girl stuff.
No. Look, I'll tell you what they're having a sale, right?
Yeah.
I'll bet down there will have much.
Well, we could.
Well, get to know each other. We have get to spend and it's time together. For sure, we have a little group here. He looks and gesture up towards Shirley and George as Elaine walks back into the bedroom to change out of the dress. Graham scratched his head in sorrow.
Disbelief.
Disbelief.
He's lost. Okay. So the interesting part here is that even Kramer, who's crazy, says, yeah, good idea that you're changing that dress. Good idea. Yeah, change it. All right, so there you go. This is Seinfeld for you guys. Let me see if I have something here. Wait a second.
Fab,
Yes, sir.
I have to excuse with you because yesterday I couldn't attend the class.
All right.
Yesterday I went to Cincelejo because I need to take a patient, an Ukrainian patient, to the hospital in Cincelejo.
That is very important.
Yes, I was all day, all night there. But today it was not my day, Fab, because I was with the patient translating with the doctors and explaining the doctors were the symptoms, and I was in the hospital around 4 or 5 hours.
Wow.
So today I leave my car outside of the hospital. But when I go outside, I noticed that my car, it wasn't in the place where I leave my car.
They towed it.
I
towed it away.
I was scared. I think that I stole someone stole my car.
Sure.
But I asked the girl who was working in a shop in a shop next to the hospital. The guy, the girl told me, no, sir, the car here around 11 a.m. the transit truck arrived here and take the car away.
Oh.
I say, really? No way. In that moment, I went to the transit secretary.
Right.
I had to I have to pay for the fine of the parking, fine parking.
Yeah.
I have to pay for the toll through. And I have to pay the fine, the general fine for bad parking, because I was parking in an appropriated area that I didn't know. I didn't know that, but I have to pay all bills today. It was not my day. I just arrived in my home 1 hour ago, but I sad, a little bit sad, because today
I don't even know
was
what
a
is supposed to
terrible
be
day.
so attractive about
Sorry,
her.
sorry,
Why does
sorry,
a man want to see a woman in fur? Men want women to shave their legs,
Sorry,
shave their armpits, pluck their eyebrows, and then before we go out, we
Ah, please, microphone. Microphone is open.
Yeah, no, just trying
I'm
to.
sorry. Hey, oh, I'm sorry. Too much trouble. That's not fair. You were being a nice guy.
Yeah, too much trouble. Too much trouble. So you finally had to pay. I imagine a big bill, a lot of money. And
Yes, my count almost 700,000.
Ah, horrible.
It was a big fine. The bad parking is a cost.
bad idea.
It's a expensive
Bad idea.
expensive fine.
Yeah.
But I have